Ever felt like you've been writing for miles, but your soul never really arrives? Like, on the outside life looks fine, but deep inside, something's still missing. If you've ever felt that emptiness, that quiet ache you can't explain, then this story is for you. So lean in, cowboy, and listen close. It just might change how you see your own trail, forever. Out in the heart of the high desert, beneath skies wide enough to swallow the world, there lived a man named William McAllister. Now, William wasn't rich. He didn't run a ranch or wear a shiny star on his chest, but everyone in town knew him. Why? Because he was the kind of man who'd fix your wagon before you even asked. He was there when your roof leaked, your calf went missing, or your heart just couldn't carry the weight no more. William never backed down from a challenge, never said no to someone in need, and folks respected him for it. They called him solid, reliable, the kind of man the West was built on. But what they didn't see was the weight he carried. When the sun dipped low and the wind started to hum through the cracks in his cabin walls, each night William would lie there, staring at the beams overhead, wondering, why do I still feel empty? Why does this life, good as it looks, still feel incomplete? He wasn't ungrateful. He had friends, purpose, and food on his plate. But deep down, there was a silence, a missing piece, like a chapter of his story had never been written. Then one morning, while sitting by a dry riverbed, watching the wind carry dust across the canyon, William remembered a story, one his mother told him when he was just a boy, about a man named Old Tom Whitaker, a weathered soul who lived alone near the edge of the wilderness. Folks said Old Tom wasn't just wise, he could see right through you. Said if you sat with him long enough, you wouldn't just find answers. You'd find yourself, and in that moment, William knew he had to go. He saddled up his old buckskin horse, grabbed his hat, and rode west, past dry creek beds, sunburned cliffs, and miles of wind-blown silence. By sundown, he found the shack, just like the stories said, small, crooked, surrounded by wild sage and stillness. Old Tom sat out front, rocking slowly, with eyes like desert stone, calm, knowing, and steady. William stepped off his horse, removed his hat, and said, "Sir, I've spent my life helping others, fixing what's broken, fighting the good fight, but no matter what I do, I still feel like something's missing. How do I find peace? Real peace?" Old Tom studied him for a long moment. Then, with a slow nod, he stood and walked inside. He returned holding an old wooden bucket, cracked along both sides. "You want answers?" he said. "Then take this bucket. Each morning for 7 days, fill it from the creek, and pour it into that dry well behind my shack. But understand, the bucket leaks." William frowned. What kind of lesson was this? But he nodded. Sometimes, you don't need to understand the road to walk it. So every morning, William carried that old bucket to the creek, filled it to the brim, and walked it back under the heat of the rising sun. Each step, water slipped through the cracks. By the time he reached the well, there was barely a splash left. 7 days, 7 walks, 7 nearly empty pours. His hands grew calloused, his spirit heavy. On the 7th day, he stood before Old Tom, holding the same worn-out bucket. "I'm sorry," he said. "I failed. I couldn't fill your well. I wasted your water." But Old Tom didn't flinch. He just nodded to the path behind William. "Turn around!" William turned, and what he saw took the breath right out of him. The once dry, dusty trail now bloomed with wildflowers, bright yellows, deep purples, soft whites, all dancing gently in the morning breeze. The water you thought you wasted was feeding the seeds hidden beneath the dust. Those cracks in your bucket, they weren't a flaw. They were the gift. And son, that's how life works. William stood there, quiet still, as the truth soaked into his heart. He'd spent years measuring his worth by what he finished, what he could fix, what others could see. But now he understood. Sometimes the things we do, the kindness we give, the effort we pour out, even when it seems to spill through our flaws, is watering something deeper, something invisible, something that blooms long after we've passed by. We're all cracked buckets, every one of us, but don't you dare believe that makes you useless. Your imperfections may be the very reason life grows where you walk. So don't wait to be perfect to make an impact. Don't hold back your kindness, your voice, your effort, just because it feels like it's not enough, because someone someday may look back on the trail you walked with flowers